So let me ask you something. What if you could own, like, the exclusive digital storefront for a city of 14 million people, all for just a one-time fee? Sounds pretty wild, right? Well, today, we're going to dig into a franchise offer that claims it can do exactly that for Metro Manila. Let's see what's really going on here.
Okay, here's the magic number. 85,000 pesos. That's it. That's the entry ticket. It's a one-time setup fee. But the real question, the one I keep coming back to, is what does that actually get you in today's digital world?
Well, according to them, it gets you this: the exclusive rights to an online marketplace for all 14 million people in Metro Manila. Yeah, that is a seriously bold claim. So let's pull this thing apart and figure out what this digital franchise is all about. All right, so the company behind all this is called MyxxMarket. And their whole game plan, their entire business model, is laser-focused on one of the most powerful and motivated consumer groups you can find: overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs.
So here's the big idea, right? A franchisee, and they can be based anywhere in the world, by the way, basically buys a digital territory. Their main job is to market the online store to OFWs from that specific area. Meanwhile, the central company, MyxxMarket, handles all the tough stuff: the website, the products, payments, deliveries, all the heavy lifting.
Okay, so what makes Metro Manila a premium territory? Well, it really just boils down to its massive economic power. In fact, the folks behind this call it
The Philippines' economic powerhouse. And look, that's not just some flashy marketing slogan. It's for real. It points to this incredible concentration of money, business, and most importantly, customers, all packed into one area, the National Capital Region, or NCR.
Let's throw some numbers at this so we can see what we're really talking about. First off, the sheer size of the market is just huge. We're talking just over 14 million people crammed into the capital region as of 2024. But here's the thing: the business isn't actually trying to sell to all of them. Nope. It's super focused. It's targeting this one specific group, about 207,000 overseas Filipino workers who originally come from Metro Manila. That's the core customer. And the reason they're so valuable? It's because of the economic machine they're connected to. And finally, let's talk about the money. The economic power fueling all of this is a mind-blowing 6.94 times trillion pesos in regional GDP. So you take those three numbers, the total population, the specific target audience, and that massive economic clout, and suddenly you see a picture of a market that's just incredibly dense and valuable. This table really puts it all into perspective. Just look at that share of national economy number, 31.2%. Think about that. One single region is pumping out nearly a third of the entire country's economy. And the per capita GDP, it's way higher than the national average, which basically means people there just have more money to spend.
And this is what's driving it all. Metro Manila is the absolute hub for big money industries like BPO, business process outsourcing. Think of all those call centers and IT services. And of course, finance. What that does is create this massive base of professionals earning good money and well-off families who are, you guessed it, the exact people who love to shop online.
Okay, so the market opportunity is definitely there. It's pretty clear. But what do you actually get for your 85 grand? What's in the box? Let's take a look. And this is the big one, right? This is the most important question, because it's not just about getting access to the territory. You need the actual tools to go out and build a business with it. And what they're offering is pretty much a business in a box. You get a ready-to-go website, and it's already stocked with over 5,000 products. All the payment stuff like GCash and PayPal is already built in. You get the brand license, a dashboard to run everything. They even set up your social media for you. And the key takeaway here is that it's all designed so that anyone can run it, even if you have zero tech skills. Seriously. But it's not just the standard tech stuff. The source points out this really unique feature they call the video of joy. Here's how it works. When a delivery is made back home, they take a short video of the family receiving the items and send it directly to the OFW who bought it. Now, this is so much more than just proof of delivery. It's an emotional connection, right? It closes that huge physical distance, even for just a second, and that builds an incredible amount of trust. And that trust, that's what gets people to order again and again.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. The money. You've got the market, you've got the tools, but how does a franchisee actually make money with this thing? So the whole model is built around 4 different ways to earn. The big one, the main engine, is the markup on products. We're talking margins of 35 to 50%. Then you've got a minimum delivery fee of 245 pesos on every order, which the source says is pure profit. You can also make money by listing local partner businesses for a monthly fee. And finally, you get a small cut from any bill payments made through the site.
So what does that look like in real money? Well, using their own pretty conservative estimates, just 50 orders a month could bring in about 25,000 pesos in gross profit. But the whole point is that it's built to scale up. If you can grow that to 200 orders a month, that gross profit could jump all the way up to 100,000 pesos. Now, you do have to subtract a monthly platform fee, which is 1,250 pesos. But once you do that, the net profit potential gets really clear. This slide kind of makes that initial 85,000 peso investment feel way more tangible, right? It shows you a direct line from your marketing work to actual cash in your pocket.
Okay, so for anyone who's thinking, this is interesting, the next question is always about speed. Like, how fast can you get this thing up and running? Well, the launch plan they lay out is actually surprisingly fast.
The whole thing is built for speed. Step 1, you make the payment. Step 2, they build your entire marketplace for you in just 3 days. Step 3 is a 1-week training session to get you up to speed. And then, Step 4, you're live. You're open for business. The whole process, from start to finish, you could be up and running in about a week. That's pretty wild. And they really drive home their final pitch with this line, which gets right to the heart of what they're selling. Absolute exclusivity. The idea is, once someone grabs this Metro Manila territory, that's it. It's gone. Off the market for good. And that leaves us with a really interesting question to think about. In a world where we're always told business is global and borderless, what does it actually mean to own a territory online? This whole model kind of suggests that, even on the internet, location still matters. A lot.